What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the UCLA versus Pepperdine college basketball matchup going down Friday, November 7th, 2025. If you're looking for my best bets, the games that I love, head to Pickdawgz.com. Click the Experts tab at the top of the page. It's a great time to do it. We've got Week 10 NFL, Week 11 college football. We got the NBA, we got the NHL, we've got college hoops as well, so make sure that you jump on board. Remember to use the promo code PICK at checkout and get 15% off your purchase. We also have our Inner Circle VIP services. Now, they're not for everyone. They are for folks who make big bets, for those with bigger bankrolls, for those looking for more of a one-on-one concierge-style service. Now, you can call or text the number on the screen, but just remember, this is our most expensive premium product, so just keep that in mind before reaching out. But if it's for you, it's an awesome product and one that I can assure you, you guys are going to absolutely love. But let's get to this one between UCLA and Pepperdine. And UCLA coming into this one 1-0 on the year. They got by Eastern Washington 80-74. There's a problem with that, and I'll talk about it in a sec. Well, Pepperdine, they beat subdivision Life Pacific 88-80. So both teams having some questionable performances, even in victory in game one. Pepperdine's concern was obviously the win over a subdivision opponent in a game where we were never really out of the woods, and it was a little bit uncomfortable the entire time for Pepperdine. So again, take that for what it is. But now if you're Pepperdine, you got to go on the road and take on a UCLA team that barely scraped by Eastern Washington as 29.5-point favorites. And this is a game that Eastern Washington was in at nip and tuck until the very end. And, my problem with UCLA in that game was that, this was a UCLA team that came into the year, full of confidence. We're going to be able to do some damage here. They got up by as many as 15 in the second half of that game, but I still have my concerns about UCLA. They made some moves and they got some really solid talent. They got Donovan Dent from New Mexico. They still have Tyler Bilodeau from last year. Jamar Brown came over from Kansas City, and that was another nice add. But it didn't matter when Eastern Washington was trying to barrel down and come back against UCLA. And my problem for Pepperdine in this matchup is that Mick Cronin, we've seen when he gets frustrated, you think this guy's going to have a mental breakdown. You see the vein bulging out of his forehead, and I can only imagine how rough those practices were in the following days after. So I think UCLA is going to really try to clamp down the defense here, but I also don't know if I trust UCLA to lay a big number like this. I think if I had to pick a side in this game, I would probably go with UCLA. The same mindset I went with Auburn on Thursday, in the sense that they narrowly got by their opponent. Hell, Auburn got taken to overtime by Bethune-Cookman. And, I said, if Auburn can't come out the next game, if Stephen Pearl can't pound into his guys that they have to be better, they might be on auto fade for me. And I've taken that same approach here with UCLA. I'm sort of back to the same mindset with UCLA basketball that I have been the last couple of years, where it's just like, they got to show me something. I'm not just going to invest my hard-earned money on this team because I feel like they're just overrated and overvalued, being given respect based on brand name when they just don't deserve it right now. And I think that Pepperdine's in some trouble here. So I'm going to go with the under. Like I said, I would lean towards UCLA, but I think the under is the better play here. Under 152.5, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're at Pickdawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.